Hello, hello. Claire Guest here with William Ravis Real Estate in the Guilford office. And joining me today is...
Hey, I'm Brian Skelly, mortgage banker with William Ravis Mortgage.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. So what would you say is one of the most important pieces of information you need to have in your head and in your heart and in your expectations when you look to buy a house?
Yeah, so one of the things I want to talk about in this video is minimum down payments. So a lot of folks sometimes have misconceptions about how much money you need.
$50,000!
Yeah, you don't need $50,000.
Yay!
Maybe you might on a really high priced home, but there are a lot of programs available for lower down payments. So, sometimes people think, oh, you need 20% down, and you don't. So if you're buying a primary residence, for example, there are conventional options for 5% down, sometimes 3% down. FHA has a 3.5% down. And then there are some programs that are even lower than that. Like if you're in Connecticut, there's a Connecticut first-time homebuyer program where they'll actually allow you to finance the down payment money. If you're a veteran, you can also do 100% financing as a veteran or active military. So you don't need tremendous amounts of money, but it is a good idea to save. Because if you can do 5% down, it's going to open up some more options. There's going to be some more loan programs available. So it might help us get you approved for, a little bit better mortgage or maybe a higher loan amount versus if, So that's basically how it works.
Okay.
Running out of material there.
Oh, but I heard about something. I think it was I forget which town it was. Maybe Milford that did a down payment assistance thing. What's that all about? Or am I imagining it?
There are some down payment assistance programs out there. The one that I work with most frequently is the CHFA program, CHFA, which is if you live in Connecticut and if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer and might be eligible for a CHFA loan. There are some sales price limits and there are some income limits, so not everybody's eligible for those. So that's kind of why I say, if you can do the 3% or the 5% down and you don't need the down payment assistance program, we may have some more loan options available to get you approved for a higher amount. But if you don't have a lot of money, it doesn't necessarily mean you can't buy a house. I mean, there are some things you're going to need to pay for, home inspections, insurance. You might need some money for closing costs depending on the situation. So the more money you can save, the better. If you don't have any money, I'd say try and save a few $1,000s. If you have a few $1,000s, see if you can get up to like 10 or 15. You can get gifts from family members is allowed on most programs. You can take a loan from a 401k is allowed on most programs. So if you want to set up a time to talk to me, I'd be happy to help you brainstorm and figure out where we're going to get this money from. There are some rules. You can't always borrow the money. You sometimes can't use cash from, under your mattress. So, talk to your mortgage lender about where the money's going to come from and how much you're going to have so you know what your plan is to buy a house.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that advice. I'm going to leave the money in my mattress.
Call me. We'll talk about it.
And we will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.